Thank you.
All right. Well, thank you all. I got to sit up higher. I'm too short. Maybe I'll sit on my feet. Okay, there. Okay. Well, thank you and welcome to our first Zoom table meeting. So I know we're still expecting a couple other people. I think of offhand Laura Egan. Monica's stuck on the freeway, so she's not going to make it, but we might get some more coming in. But anyway, the purpose of this is just to kind of check in, hopefully on a weekly basis to see how everybody's doing. And, a lot of times we can all help each other out by coming up with new innovative ways of, connecting. And also too, it just like you might hear, somebody might in a conversation have found a client for somebody else. It's something that they don't do. And so it's just a way of just sharing those things that we bump into. So maybe if we start, since I think this is getting recorded, and if we can't put it live today, we'll go ahead and push it out on Facebook later. So anyway, so we can start around, and I'll start first. My name is Susan Soliday, and I'm president of the Arizona North chapter of ASID. I am an interior designer, and I am also a realtor with Launch. So that's kind of it about me. So next, who wants to go next? Ellen? We'll go clockwise.
Okay, on your screen.
What your screen looks like, but this is my clockwise.
Okay. Hi, my name's Ellen Bosco, and I'm the outside sales rep for Cravat Fabric in Arizona, and furniture and all the other things that we carry. And that's really it. I saw that you were doing this, and I've been spending a lot of time on Zoom meetings and Google Chats and all that, and I'm going to start doing presentations. And so I thought this would be a good way to kind of start that conversation.
Absolutely.
So thanks for inviting me.
You're welcome. You'll get some practice too, right?
Practice.
Okay. Amy?
Wenger. Hi, I'm Amy Wenger. I'm the membership director and programs director for ASID Arizona North right now. And I'm an interior designer for Tomahawk Design. And I'm sitting in my home office right now and trying to get this. I have a deadline, so I'm trying to get some documents sent out, but I'm going to be listening and I'll contribute as I can. Good to be here. Good to see everybody's face.
Okay, thanks for coming. Okay, and now we have Christine. Oh, can't hear you. Technical. Should we move to Linda while you fix that? Okay, Linda.
Good afternoon and TGIF to everybody. My name is Linda Goldajarb. I'm with Ceramographics, and this was a great opportunity to see how everybody's thriving, and also for me, it's the learning curve. I wanted to become more proficient so I can utilize the tools that are necessary at this time.
Okay, great. Well, thanks for coming. Christine, have you fixed your audio? Not yet? Okay, well, we'll come back to you. So we also have on here Deb Ritchie. Deb, are you here?
I'm here. Hi, guys.
Okay.
Hi, Deb.
We're hanging in there.
So Deb Ritchie is our chapter admin, and she kind of helps us with all these technical things. So that's what she's doing right now. So anyway, okay, well, like I said, thanks everybody for coming. So I think kind of today, since this is the first time we've tried this, and a lot of us haven't chatted since everybody had to start staying at home. So I kind of like to find out, how you're all different industries, right? Because we've got, fabrics, we've got commercial, we've got tile, and then we have graphical, or not graphical art, but art on tile, right? That's what, Ceramographics does. So anyway, so we're kind of all in different perspectives. So I kind of like to hear, how your specific industry has been affected by COVID-19. So whoever wants to jump in, go ahead. It won't make everybody go in a circle all the time. Does anybody want to say anything first? I mean, I could tell you from my, maybe I'll start off. I could tell you from my perspective, mostly I'm doing right now is real estate. And it's, you know, I went and I showed a house to a client yesterday, and in that particular house, the clients were worried about the virus, and primarily because one of the homeowners has immune issues and so forth. So they were very particular. In fact, when his wife comes home from work, she goes in their guest house, changes, showers, and all that before she comes into the main house. So basically, the main house is kind of like sterile environment. So of course, before we went in, we had the hand sanitizer, gloves, masks, and all that sort of thing, just to be super safe. So that was one instance. And then yet today I was showing another property, and relatively nothing had changed there. So they were fine. They were confident that, you know, they were healthy. So if they got it, that they could weather through it. So so it's kind of like, you know, different. I think at first, the first couple weeks, everybody was pretty worried about doing anything, you know, and now I think we're kind of settling into it. There are, you know, homes, we always had a shortage of particular price points of certain homes. And that hasn't changed. So, you know, I'm not really seeing a huge difference. I know there is a difference. We're not, you know, not as many properties went on the market, a lot of different properties. In fact, we have one that went temporarily off the market. So I think, you know, once this all simmers down, they'll all pop back up. So that's pretty much what I've seen with what I'm doing. So anyone else want to chime in?
I'll chime in if that's okay. Well, obviously with Cravit, we've closed our local showroom. The Scottsdale showroom is closed. Even for appointments, all the personnel are working from home. They are available by phone, by email, and can do searches and subs and all the things that they would do normally. They can do furniture quotes, rug quotes. We're still shipping a lot of things out. So I don't want to say business as usual, but that's kind of business as usual now. That's what's happening. Our warehouse in South Carolina is open. They're practicing health safety guidelines, so they you know, staggered shift and all that kind of stuff. But we're still shipping out memos. We're still shipping out fabrics. We do have some of our accessories in that warehouse as well, so that's, you know, shipping out as also. We are offering pack and hold for those people that don't have a delivery point that's, you know, set in stone. So you can place an order with Cravit and we'll hold it for you at no charge. I mean, we make you pay for it, but there's no charge to hold it. These are just some of the things we're doing, pack and hold. And, you know, I'm just kind of you can tell I've been drinking their Kool-Aid a lot, huh? But you can follow us on Instagram. Hashtag is hashtag InstaCravit or hashtag stay at home. And that information, a lot of that information comes up. The other things that we're doing in the warehouse is we are making masks for the health professionals. And I mean, it's obviously not the super duper high end, you know, the one that you can wear into the rooms, but it's available for health official or health responders. We're also, this is kind of interesting, we're auctioning an original Hunt Slonim piece of art. He's the guy that does the bunnies, if you know who Hunt Slonim is. And people are bidding on that, and whoever you know, comes up with the most money at the end of the auction, which is next May 1st, and so in 2 weeks, the money is going to go towards a charity of their choice that goes towards COVID issues. So that's kind of cool.
And so if somebody wants to do that, how do they find out about it?
There's an auction online. If you go to hashtag InstaCravit, all that is on there. that's why I'm promoting that. And we do have, you were asking about CEUs. We have 2 CEUs available for textile. They're textile CEUs, one on May 6th and one on April 28th. I can send that information to you, Susan, if you want to put it on our website. One's being done in New York, one's being done in Atlanta, but they are available to anyone, so they can get their CEUs in while they're waiting, for things to change a little bit. And Cravat.com is our main website where all the new products being shown, and some of that information is on there as well. So I am in touch with my customers on a regular basis. I'm sending videos out of product. We have so much product, you can't believe it. When we open that showroom, it's just going to be so much
new products or
new product. We have so much new product that was slated, and we're going for it. We're not stopping. Oh, the furniture factories, that's the other thing. We have, we make furniture, and our furniture factories are almost all located in North Carolina. A lot of them are slated to reopen next week. So we'll be starting production up on those. And of course, the one in California, until California is out of shelter in place, that one will not be. So we're kind of, working as much as we can and trying to help the designers as much as we can.
That's great. That's great. And so, yes, any the new product and any other industry partners that are out there listening, that if you have new product, our designers are still designing. I mean, they need to see what's new. Their clients are still interested, and if they're not actively going to their homes, they're talking about it on the phone. They're talking about it in Zoom meetings, and they have to know what's coming out there this spring. So yeah, at 3 o'clock is our Empower Hour, and we will, put information on there, whether it's links to your YouTube station to where we could see about those products, and also the CEUs. If you want to send those links to me, I will go ahead and I will get
links to your YouTube station to where we join the meeting.
Oh, we got somebody else joining the meeting. Who's that?
It's me by phone.
Oh,
Yay.
Yay!
they didn't change the little numbers. Okay.
Yes, I couldn't get it to work through my laptop, so I joined by phone.
Yay. Okay. Well, we'll let you just kind of jump right in. Tell us who you are and how COVID has affected you.
Okay. So I'm Christine Rhodes. I'm the communications coordinator for Facings of America. We're a tile and stone distributor with 2 showrooms here in the Valley. And our showrooms are currently closed to the general public, but open by appointment only. So if clients need to come in and look at tile or get samples, then we can make an appointment and have them come into either showroom. Most of our staff is working from home, working remotely. There are a handful of people that go into both showrooms, and we're trying to do that as safely as possible. We have kind of stepped up our social media and started producing some videos to showcase some of our collections and provide materials digitally that you would normally come in the showroom and see things. So we're posting those on our YouTube channel and on our social media pages. Our warehouse is open, and if you have orders, they're being fulfilled and they can be picked up. Our salespeople have gotten pretty creative and are trying to stay in touch with clients through virtual tabletops and virtual lunch and learns. We order and send lunch and then we join on a video like this and do a little lunch and learn, virtual happy hours, things like that, Zoom, FaceTime, whatever it takes. to, to stay in touch. And we're also doing curbside delivery of samples right now. So if you know, designers need samples for their meetings, we will bring it right to their door.
Wow, wow. So if somebody wanted to find out about the lunch and learns or things like that, is that an invitation that you're just slowly reaching out to individuals, or is that something you sign up for?
So right now, that is the individual design consultant at Facings. That's something that they're coordinating with their current clients. So, and each one's different. So the individual person is coordinating that. But if there's someone that's interested in that, you know, they can reach out through our website. There's a contact form they can fill out, and we'd be happy to get them connected with someone. If they don't currently have a design consultant they're working with, we can set them up with somebody. And if that's something they want to do, we'll make it happen.
Okay, great. And just like, you know, what I mentioned to Ellen is that, you know, any of your CEUs and all that we can, you know, help promote for you, or any, you know, new products or whatever, would love to put them out there for you. So just
Thank you. Well, I keep that in mind, because right now, like I said, it's the individual salesperson, design consultant coordinating with their own clients, but we will be coming up with some things that are for everybody that we will, you know, post on our website, and I'll send those to you for sure.
Okay. And then you mentioned you have things on YouTube right now. What is it? You go to Facings of America. What's your YouTube?
We just started creating these videos, and so I'm in the process of uploading them, and they will be connected to our website probably by Monday. They'll be up there, so you can go to our website, facingsofamerica.com, and you'll be able to view these videos. They're just short, informational videos showcasing some of our exclusive lines and in-stock collections. And we also just came out with a really cool little sample box kit that has little cards with, you know, tile samples of our porcelain and ceramic collections. They're curated collections, and there's, I think, about 70 of them in this set, and they come in 3 little boxes, and they're perfect for, you know, home offices, or, you know, and we'll deliver those as well. If you need a set, we'll have, yeah.
So in order to get one of those, you would just go to your website and sign up for that?
If you don't currently have a design consultant that you're working with, then just go to the website and fill out that contact form and let us know that you're interested in one of these kits. You can see them on Instagram and Facebook. There's a little video that was posted on both of those platforms, and some photos of what the boxes look like.
Okay. All right, great. Thank you very much. Okay, so Linda, let's hear from you. Amy looks very busy down there, so we're gonna leave her alone.
That's fine. I'm happy to follow Christine since it's still tile. So the point I would like to make is what we do is we don't sell tile, we utilize tile. And customers come to us that want custom artwork on the tile. A lot of what we've done in the past 4 years has been specifically to the swimming pool industry. So all the depth markers, the waterline tiles, and we've done some special custom projects that people wanted to have to put in their bathrooms or their kitchens or something along those lines. Right now, we haven't shown anybody or done much to promote. That's a big problem here. Is we've been augmenting glass such that the glass has basically any kind of deco design that you would want if you want it on ceramic porcelain, but we can also put it on glass. So if you're prefer to buy a specific line of tile, but you're utilizing it in the kitchen or bathroom, and you want something to have as a focal point or just some sort of design, that's when people usually come to us, and we'll take the artwork, we'll convert it to what we need or how we need to use it. The guys will do the printing, and then we'll create samples and give you the samples so you can get an approval on the colors and the artwork, so forth and so on. my husband's been doing this since he was in diapers, I think, but for the most part, we haven't seen any changes in business. I think maybe because we're all healthy, and a lot of the distributor that we work with, they aren't having any issues there outside of everybody's wearing the masks and being considerate, that sort of thing. We had a customer just recently that wanted to come down from Sedona because they wanted something for a house that they're doing in North Scottsdale. And, you know, they came walking in, no masks, you know, they were just kept their distance, that sort of thing. So we're not exposed to as much as what's really going on out there. But obviously it's forced the way we do business to change. And that's why I'm trying to expose myself and see what's going on out there. But again, if anybody has anything that they're looking for specifically, we can work up some sort of bid, give you some renderings, that sort of thing, go from there. Any questions?
No.
It's a great,
I had one, but you answered it along the way.
Oh, I've been trying to put together some little slideshow and emailing them out just to show the variety of problems that we can solve, as far as if it's a issue where you've got two different rooms, kind of different color palette, how to take the runner tile and join the colors, make something that'll kind of bring them together. I don't know, there's so much that can be done.
Okay. Very nice. Thank you for sharing. Okay, so Amy, do you want to say anything? How's life at Tomahawk?
Sure. Well, we haven't sat down a bit. We're just working from home and we're not traveling. We have a travel ban, which is kind of hurting a little bit, so we can't go visit our projects, which might come in kind of bite us in the end, more or less. But for example, I have a project in St. George, Utah, and they're still working. They're still moving forward on the construction. So if they get to a certain point that they need me there, I can't really go. So hopefully this is over soon so I can get out there. As far as like anything else, nothing has really stopped. I mean, we haven't heard anything throughout anybody in the industry, architects or contractors across the country, that are running into any issues with slowdowns. In fact, when it comes to contracts, like I just talked to a contractor on one of my projects that it's out for bid right now. And they're finding that their projects are coming under budget, which is amazing because a lot of these subcontractors are looking for work now and kind of out of work, so it's more competitive pricing, and they're able to come in under what they normally would come in when the economy is booming and everybody's life is good and fantastic. The budget prices go over budget because people are very selective and they can charge whatever they want. But now when a lot of these subcontractors are not working, they're able to underprice and just I want the job, I just need the money. So which is good news for us, that's for sure. As far as like new projects coming in the door and new information, I mean, nothing has really slowed down too much on that. It's kind of normal being an election year. That usually happens, that people are just putting things on hold and waiting for projects to kick off again. But we haven't seen anything abnormal as far as this COVID goes. And it's given us a lot of time as individuals to do a lot of learning, do a lot of research. We love our webinars. So thank you, Ellen and Christine. We'd love to do that. So, and just time to study, our NCIDQ and my well exam. So it's, there's a lot on my plate. It's business as usual in the Wenger house here.
Yeah,
to say the grays are.
Oh, I know.
Yeah.
About how we're all moving forward.
I think, yeah.
It's like day one that I found out about this. I went to Target and bought all my hair color that was close. I thought, okay, not going there.
Yes. I had my girlfriend does nails and eyebrows, and I'm just like, I don't care. These eyebrows are out of control. I have to get them done. So
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
broke protocol and I went for it.
That's funny.
Well, you actually kind of broached into my next question is that, we've all talked about the business aspect, but how have you personally been affected? I mean, obviously it sounds like you're all working different situations, but, when you're, and you've even mentioned some, that you've done, taken some precautions. Ellen, you had mentioned about curbside service, all this sort of thing. But I mean, is this working from home now? I mean, this is different for some of you. Ellen, I don't know if you worked there, or you worked out of the house, your sales rep, or how everybody works. Christine, I know you're always in the showroom. So how has this affected the way you work on a day-to-day basis? And do you see it as something that you're kind of liking and you're going to want to continue to do afterward?
I think for me, it's been very positive. I actually have lost almost 10 pounds already.
Ooh, good for
I'm
you.
able to get up in the morning, walk the dog, do a ton of hiking. I can work during the day from my home. As long as I get my allotted hours and my projects get, done, my work done, I can, take a noon, 2-hour hike at noon if I want to. So it's been pretty amazing. I kind of like it. I do miss being with my people and miss having that contact with other designers face to face. But I could really see myself working from home 1 or twice a week. And, not to mention I live in Surprise and I work in Mesa, so it saves a lot in gas too.
Yeah, I bet. So,
Mhm.
I would tell them where you live. You live in the Northwest Valley.
Yeah, I live in Surprise and work in Mesa, so it
Yeah.
saves a little mileage. I'm saving a lot of money on gas, saving money on food. I mean, I think it's definitely a positive thing. I do miss my kids, and friends, but that too shall pass. But in the meantime, I'm making good habits, so it's good.
good. And you're gaining like probably 3 additional hours in the day, right? Because you're not driving that hour
Mm-hmm.
back and
Exactly.
forth. Mm-hmm.
I'm actually doing a jigsaw puzzle now on the table, and I haven't done one for years, so that's kind of fun. I also did chalk art on the driveway. I sat out there I got all these colored chalks, sidewalk chalks, and I actually did chalk art, which was pretty fun.
I like that when we go for walks. I find that fun. It just,
Mhm.
they have like, some of them it's like little, mathematical problems or little quizzes, then you have to write your correct answer. And then the next day you go back around and you find who won or whatever. So,
Mhm.
fun.
Yeah, it's pretty cool.
So, Christine, you're lit up. You want to say something?
Well, so I thought maybe you were aware of this, Susan, maybe not, but I just actually recovered from being pretty ill. And my last day in the office was actually March 12th, a Thursday, and that weekend I came down with something, some kind of virus. I don't know, no confirmation, but it turned into pneumonia, and I was really sick for a few weeks there. Yeah.
Well, I saw
I'm
in your
just,
email that you had been sick. I didn't know what for. So, yeah. Oh, okay. All right, go ahead. Sorry.
my symptoms actually matched the COVID symptoms pretty much every single one. So I don't know. I'll have to get one of those tests and see if it's what I had. But I've never had pneumonia before, so it wasn't fun. So just in the last week or so, I'm feeling much better and getting back to work. So I was out for quite a bit, feeling very disconnected and like I was missing out on everything. And then once I started talking to people, they're telling me, no, you haven't missed much. This is how it is. So as far as working from home, I don't mind it, and I can do most of my work now from home. But as you all probably know, Facing is involved in a lot of events. We host a lot of events, and we attend a lot of events, and that's a big part of my job. So I'm definitely missing that. But I'm focusing now on the social media and the the marketing and the website and polishing those things up, and so that's where I'm at I do miss seeing everybody and the social aspect of it, which is, like I said, a huge part of my job and a part that I do love a lot. So can't wait to get back to that. But I'm doing what I can from home now.
Well, I'm so glad you're okay. So,
Yeah.
Thank
that's,
you.
we're going to have to hear the horror stories sometime of what you went through. And is it, I mean, I've heard people say that, they think they had it, it wasn't that bad. And then you hear the other side of the spectrum that, they didn't think it could possibly get any worse. So I don't know where you fell in that spectrum, but I'm glad to see you sitting right there.
Thank you. It is interesting to see the variety. Some people, well, for me, I've never been so sick ever. So it was pretty bad. My husband, he felt bad for one day. So I don't know if this, if this is what it was, but yeah, one day he had a fever, aches, and little cough, and then the next day he was fine. So who knows? But I'm feeling great now.
Well, good. You look great. Yeah.
Thank you. Thanks. Oh yeah. No makeup.
We'll give you
hair's
a
not
round of
done.
applause for beating the COVID. Okay. All right. So Linda, how has this affected? You were saying that, business seems to be as usual and so forth, and you're good, but has it kind of made some new revelations in your work life about, going forward, what it's going to look like for you?
To answer that question specifically, no, it hasn't. I mean, I don't know, every day my head's spinning with things that are happening and changing. I think it's more of not getting out and going to different events in the evening and trying to support the community. I got a call from our Chamber of Commerce and I said, yes, I am supporting the community. I am ordering to take out a lot of things. You go to the different stores, you have to call ahead of time because you don't know, what's their protocol. Can you walk in? Do you have to order? There's been several times, you head out somewhere and you find out that their showroom's closed. So you've got to change up and do different things. Health-wise, I think at some point in time, we all get exposed to a lot of these germs, and maybe we're building up these antibiotics or antibodies within ourselves that's helping us. So hopefully this will help everybody be immune to the next virus that comes down the pike, because there's going to be something new. So we need to, as everybody says, wash your hands.
So you're not afraid of a future handshake, right?
No, I'm not. But my background was in the medical field, so washing my hands all the time is just a habit, and being careful. So maybe that's what other people are suddenly realizing also,
So Deb, are you still there?
I'm here.
So do you care to chime in?
This is my normal life. I'm working from home, living alone. Other than not being able to come and go as I like, to see people, to touch. For me, I'm on an island. I can't touch anybody. So that's the part I miss the most.
Well, you should tell them too what you've been doing in your spare time with the old t-shirts.
Well, a lot of people are doing that. I'm sewing masks for friends and family and shipping and mailing them out to my family, my older family members. But, just trying to stay in contact with our membership. I have kind of like my prayer bucket. I have my call list of people that I check in with once a week or once every 2 weeks to make sure that they're doing all right, that they don't need anything. And then Rick and I are on the horn contacting our IPs saying, hi, we're here. How can we help you? If you don't let us know what you're doing, we can't help you. So share. But our list is growing of opportunities that we have with our IPs, CEUs, just in general, webinars, chats, yes, Ellen, having all those links is wonderful to have because we are sharing those.
Can I ask a question in regards to that?
Okay.
You said when you get on the website and you go in and you search for IPs and you search for your company name, that I'm trying to remember, I did that and I don't remember if it came up or not, but there was if you spend another $200 that you get what for that? What changes?
An enhanced listing on the Find an IP
Uh-huh.
it's the same as it's the same for Find a Pro. You
Okay.
can put an unlimited number of photographs, videos, all the text you want. You can change it every day. You manage it. Once it's set up, you manage it yourself.
And those just go underneath your icon.
Right. So if you've been in there and you've seen where you see an image of someone,
Yeah.
those are enhanced listings.
Okay, so you can just put a link in there, what's new, and it'll take people to wherever. Okay.
Right. Right. But I'm just looking here, Linda, to see.
Yeah, because I was looking at some of the other people, IPs, trying to see what they did. But I didn't really find where anybody had much.
Let me see Ellen Bosco. Is she on here? There she is. She says textiles. Her service area is Arizona, but she has not opted in to show her email or phone number.
I better do that.
You have to log in to do that. Okay, let's see here. Let me look up.
I didn't know you could add videos to that. That's great information that you can, post links to like Christine's YouTube videos that they've made through Facings. I think that's awesome.
Yes.
Most of the videos I'm sending direct. I've put them out on social media, but I'm now sending them direct to my customers because I've found when I put it on social media, my cousins, my church friends, my sister, everybody else responds. And so I'm not getting as much response from the people that I really need to have them see my videos. So I just sent a new video out that's actually a professionally done video by one of it's the managing and creative director of GP&J Baker. So I sent that out. I'm not sure I can give that one to you because it may be Kravit property, so I may have to get permission. But anyway, the video's on YouTube. So anyway, I can check on that.
I loved your video that you did for your customers demonstrating the new fabrics.
Oh, the Kelly Wersler?
Yes.
Thank you.
Yes, that was great. That was exactly what we're trying to show our industry partners what they could be doing.
Well, I can send that to you. I have to tell you, it's funny because Daniel Kravit's a family, so this is Daniel Kravit, puts out something almost every day or every other day about what all the other reps are doing. And I did that video, and then one other person did a similar thing, but she put it on a blog, she did Tumblr, she added all this stuff, and I felt like I had done the kindergarten version. And she did the college version, but she is 30 years younger than me. So anyway, but people are getting very creative. They're just getting very creative, and you're having to learn. I've been on a Zoom meeting, but I've never run one, and I'm doing the Google chats and all that. So and making these videos. My dining room is now my production studio. It has my husband put lights up for me, and I'll be doing another video next week. So, because you have to stay in front of them. That's, the key. Anyway.
That's right.
I wanted to answer Susan's question, though, about how my life has changed.
Yeah.
Because this is way different. I am used to being behind a windshield, driving my car, getting in my car, going in and out, seeing clients, doing presentations, doing lunch and learns like you do, Chris, or your people do, Christine, and seeing people, 1-on-1 or 1-on-5 or 1-on-10. So this is not normal, to me. And I've been actually in quarantine because I was on vacation. So I came back and stuck myself in quarantine March 16th. So, but anyway, yeah, this has been definitely, like Amy's saying, a lot of learning of new things, new ways to work. And I'm doing yoga in the morning and I'm walking at night. So I'm trying to, maintain, some sort of balance in my life as well.
Good.
Good. Yeah, I've been trying, but typically I would leave the house in the morning to go work out. And now that it's here, it's always, I'll do it in a minute. Oh, I'll do it in a minute. And it never gets done. So I have to get definitely more disciplined about that. But so my next question is, and here again, I'm already getting some of those answers. It's like, with all this new technology that we have had to learn like that, how much, is it enhanced your business? Is this something, or is it just helping you hang in there? And is it something that you're going to take with you and continue to do?
I'm definitely going to continue doing either, just reaching out in a different way, especially if it's 120. I could be doing this from my house when it's 120 degrees. So no, I think lots of it will be something I will use in the future, a lot more social media, etc.
We do Zoom meetings and GoToMeetings all the time for work. So technology-wise, it's nothing new for me. But I have to say, I had a great chat with my designer friends in Wisconsin 2 weeks ago through EF Contract, who was the rep in Wisconsin. Was my ex-boss where I used to work at. Now she's an EF Contract rep for carpeting. And she set up weekly happy hours, like designer happy hours through EF Contract. She doesn't talk anything about product. It was just like an avenue or a Zoom meeting to get all the designers together, no matter where you are in the country, and just chat. And I was on there, I'm like, yeah, I'll be on there for about a half an hour. It's like 2.5 hours later, I'm still sitting there like, okay, this is kind of fun. So that's something that I've never done. And I'm like, I really hope that continues after this is all done. It's a great way to connect with people. And I think it's great.
I've been hearing about people getting together in parking lots and sitting in the back of their cars and visiting.
Oh, no.
And it really sounds like a great idea because you can see people, everybody's in the comfort of their own car, and you can have a meal, you can bring your lunch, bring your breakfast, whatever you want to do, but at least you're face to face.
Yeah, friends of mine did that at a restaurant. They had the carry out, so they carried it out to their car and they had a bottle of wine, and their 3 other friends had their cars with their drinks, and they literally had, in Friday night fish fry in the parking lot.
I like that.
And then they FaceTime one another? Is that what they would do?
No, they were live. They were together.
Yeah, they were just in the parking lot. They just parked at different spots, like a big circle, like almost like a tailgate. And they tailgated in the parking lot.
Well, I've kind of definitely noticed that now that we're supposed to social distance and we're supposed to stay in our own homes, all this sort of thing, that, it seems like we want to socialize more. It's like there's that part because you can't do it. Now you want to do it. I noticed I live in North Central Phoenix, and I have never seen more people walking their dogs and standing out in their front yards, talking to the neighbor across the street instead of just driving up and down, rushing to and from work. So it's almost like, out of every bad comes a little good, right? So I'm hoping that maybe, because of this experience, we realize how disconnected we had become. I mean, I know in design, we do a lot of social events. It's all the networking and all that sort of thing, but just generally, it's not, you don't have to save it for those meeting times. It's saying hello to the neighbors. It's, just stopping to smell the roses, so to speak, climbing, doing those exercises, just enjoying life a little bit more. It's getting back to, I think, it's the journey. It's not always those deadlines that you have. Well, they're important, deadlines are important, but nonetheless, it's kind of like enjoy yourself along the way. You know, it's like if you have a few minutes, go holler at the neighbor or walk your dog. Of course, all of our dogs are going to be in therapy when this is over and we all go back to work. So,
Oh yeah, that's true.
so yeah, okay. All right, let me see the time. What do we have?
10
9
minutes.
more minutes. Pardon?
Yes.
Okay. All right. So, I'm reading my notes here. So, okay. So, all right. So those of you that, have, I think, Linda, you're the owner of the business. I don't know how many employees you have working for you, and maybe Ellen and Christine, you can talk to this too, is that from the employer's perspective, and I know that, working from home, telecommuting, whatever they call it, has been, a pretty aggressive sort of style of working, and many, solid, true, long-term companies didn't embrace that. For whatever reason, they thought the employees had to be in the office or had to be in the showroom. So, do you see that, your employer softening to the effect of more telecommuting and maybe a couple days at home, a couple days at work? No, Ellen's shaking her head. No. Oh, yeah.
You're right. It's about the structure. In other words, I like working from home. I get more done. I don't get interruptions. And I'm sure that's the mantra of a lot of people. But yeah, it's just being organized such that you can stay at home and be productive.
Mhm.
So I'm concerned that some of the businesses are going to see the advantages of that and do more rotating people through, the 3 12-hour kind of day where you get more out of your employees that way.
Yeah. I do see, too, it's, not that I'm in commercial real estate, but that is one thing that's been on my mind is now that employers have taken the time to set their employees up at home in these, virtual offices and so forth. Are they going to want them to come back into the office and maybe take up all this floor space where they might have more, in-office share time? Like my son-in-law, he works for a company out of Texas, and he is, I'm getting a warning from my computer here. I don't know how to get rid of that. But anyway, I think it's telling me I'm almost out of space here. But that, he's allowed to telecommute. He just flies in, once a month and all that. But that was something that he had to talk them into. And now I think they really like it a lot. I do.
Yep.
So, but yeah.
Okay.
Well, my computer, I think I'm recording this on my computer, right, Deb?
Yes.
All right, and it just flashed at me that my display. So, okay. So does anybody want to say any last final parting words?
Well, I'm
miss
just going to answer
everybody.
that question. Our staff, half are inside sales and half are outside sales, basically. So not a whole lot has changed for the outside sales team as far as how they work. Of course, they're not having those, same type of meetings with their clients, but as far as being in the office, they have that flexibility to be out and about, visiting clients, going to lunches, dropping off samples, and so for them, it's that part is the same. They're just not, going into those offices. They're maybe leaving the samples outside the door, those types of things, and having, virtual meetings. But the inside sales, it's been a little bit of an adjustment. We have the ability to go in the showroom and work. There's enough space that we can, be very far apart if needed. And we have that ability. So it's just up to the person is what they feel comfortable doing, at home or going to the office. Or in my case, I'm still stuck here at home for the time being, but we have people that are still working in the office because, they have everything there, and it's whatever they prefer.
I think the designers will be very happy when they can go into our showrooms again. Once they're, open, fully operational, they can come in, their clients can come in. So none of my, first of all, the people that are sitting at home for Cravat cannot wait to get back to their showroom. They don't like working from home. They like being with each other. They like having all their tools right there at their fingertips, and they like having people come in to see them. So that's not going to change for our industry, for my company at all. They want to come in now, and my boss is, we're kind of fighting it a little bit.
Yeah. Putting on my designer hat, I have to say that there is nothing like seeing those products in real life. The monitors, they just don't, they don't portray the color correctly. They don't portray the feel, the hand of the product, all that sort of thing. So it's really important. I agree to go in. It's inspiring. Sometimes you can walk in and have something in your mind, and then all of a sudden you see something beautifully displayed, and it's like, whoa, that was way better than I was coming up with, So it's just, just to see the colors and the textures in real life.
Well, then we can do a FaceTime, a showroom tour, and then you can pick out the samples you want delivered to your door. So you can see them in person.
That would be fun. That would be very fun. Yeah. Okay. All right.
We're flexible. We can get creative.
Okay.
Nice to have options.
It is, because sometimes you just don't have the luxury, like as Amy has to drive from Surprise out to East Mesa, that's a long haul. And when you need something on the other end of the town, we just, our design center, it's, our design community is spread out so far. We don't have a central hub like, Las Vegas Design Center or,
No, we have 68th Street Design Center.
We gotta give equal time to the other ones. We're kind of spread out, so it makes it a little bit harder for designers to get everywhere. And it's also, I'm sure it's harder for showrooms to get more awareness of their product because we're so spread out. So maybe this is going to be a great platform that it's going to use to enhance what we've been doing successfully for so many years. So.
Yep.
Okay. All right. Well, thank you so much. And
Thank you.
I hope it was kind of fun. I had fun. I learned a lot. And next Friday, should we do it again? See if we can get some other people to come in, and I don't know what the topics will be. Maybe it'll be, what we had for dinner. I don't know.
When everybody's cooking, that's the big thing right now.
Yeah, so I'm sure just